Scraplifting is an art in itself, and today we are lifting a favourite of mine from Facebook, Kristen Lippelman. She presented this layout, and as soon as I saw it on Facebook, I knew that I needed to have a go. And she posted in Scrapbook Edits and gave me permission to scraplift her great design. Hi everybody, it's Kathy here, and we're getting on with today's layout. And I have all my pieces pulled, ready to go. So let's have a go at this great, simple but effective layout that I just think you're going to love. So I have my piece of paper here, and I'm just going to cut off that branding strip, which I'm going to put to the side and keep for a later usage. And then I'm just going to prepare all the strips. Now she has 3 strips of coloured papers across the centre of this layout, so I'm doing the same, and I'm going with colours that are in my photos and also colours in the original paper. Now this piece that I'm cutting now, I only had the 2 6x6 left, so I'm just going to marry it together, but that's okay because my photo will cover it. Now I have gone through my stash of branding strips, and I'm going to use those as an added piece on mine, and I'm going to put them between the 2 different layers. Now hers was amazing because she had the vertical stripes, and she concertinaed them together so they had a visual effect. I have 2 papers that are the same, so I'm using these branding strips to break those strips up. And I'm going to create this 3-way horizontal so that you can see how it comes together. And I'm going with the green to the top and the green to the bottom, and I'm using the red in the middle, and that marries the colours beautifully from the base page and also from the photos. So I'm just lining these up nicely, and once I've worked out where I'm going to place them, I'm going to put them down, because that's pretty much the hardest part of the layout, is getting these horizontal strips into alignment without being crooked or looking wonky. So I have added a pencil strip across the middle there. I'm also going to put a rainbow strip across the next one, and that ties in with the colours of my photos. And then I'm going to put the live, laugh, laugh strip across the centre of the next one. And once these are in place, it's pretty much easy building the layout. So I like the colours. They are complementary to the base, and they're also going, as you will see in the photos, complementary to the colours in the background of my photos. Now, this is that easy to put together, yet look how effective that already looks. So I'm now going to use these 3 photos. This is the first one. This one here is of myself on the first day at school. Well, they're all of me on the first day at school, taken at different points around the hall, in front of the Welcome Kindy sign, and also with the big 25 balloons in the background. So these photos here represent the start of the new school year. First time ever in my career that kindergarten has started with years 1 to 6, and so it was a bit of a different way of starting the school year, but it was still a very, very special time for those little kinder kids. So I'm just layering these onto partial tags, so it looks like the photo is a tag, and I'm just tying a bow into 2 of them, the top and the bottom one, and I'm using a little bit of jute string to do that. Now I always have a terrible time tying bows. My fingers are so big, and these bows are so delicate, and also I want them to sit properly on the layout as well. That middle photo, I had a template already cut. It was a journaling spot, but I've used it as a tag in behind the photo, and that works well. And I'm just going to pop this one up on foam tape or foam dots, because I want it to have a bit of height on the others, so that's a feature on the layout as well. So you can see all the photos, they come up the top, and that's so I can tuck my embellishments in. Now I realigned this middle photo multiple times before I'm happy with it, And then also through the layout, I will move that bottom one just before the title factor. So I've also cut on my die cutting machine these photo tabs or these file tabs, which I'm adding to the layout just as Kristen does on hers. And that's going to also have a word phrase added later on down the track. So I'm loving how the colours are coming together on this layout, and I really do like that it is a staggered layout. I am going to put the word first day of school, and so she had the first letters of the children's name on hers, so I did the first day of school letters larger at the beginning and smaller as the title went across. And I'm just putting in here, as you see, and the school I realize is not going to fit, so I have to realign that photo, which means everything needs to move. And I do that more than once because I just didn't judge it very well. And you can see here that I've placed that one down. I'm happy with that's placement, and now I'm fixing up where I've put the title for first. So I have first day of school, and I had these really cute little mice that I cut out of the Cutest Farm from Scrapbook Fantasies, and I thought they were cute for a school theme as well. And I'm now moving this top one over so I can fit my mouse on properly, because it wasn't fitting onto the layout very well before, and you can see that I move it a couple of times before I can fit that little mouse in. So there's my layout coming together, and I'm building the clusters next to the photos. I've got fussy cut flowers and the fussy cut mice, and the flowers came from Vicky Booten paper and the mice from Scrapbook Fantasies. So they all come together cute. I don't often do cutesy, but I do like this one. I think it ties in with the theme of kindergarten being a cute first day of school, and these little mice are just adorable. So I'm going to just pop the mice and tuck the flowers, and that creates those clusters. I now have some flair which are school themed, and I've done them in the colours that match the area that they're going into. One says good, one says cool, and one says super, so they're like the stickers that teachers put on to students' work. I'm going to use the stickers to put in the date just as Kristen has on hers as well at that top right hand corner. And then I'm going to put stars in like a school teacher always does, put stars on good work. And then I have created those placements exactly the same as Kristen's layout. And look at that, simple, quick and easy, looks fantastic, and that's the art of scraplifting. You too can have a go at doing this. It's not a hard layout to lift, but just by putting in a different color scheme, it has totally changed the whole feel of the layout, and I like how it's come together. The tabs, the flare, each of the title letters, they all look separate and effective on this layout. And just to finish, I'm going to add in some pops of colour, which if you flick underneath, they become nice and flat like enamel dots. And that's a perfect conclusion to your cluster. And I love the scaled effect, like a stepping down on this layout. So hopefully you too will have a go at creating something as bright and colourful, and have a go at scraplifting your favourite layouts as well. There's that cluster in the top left. You can see the bow tied there, the flare tucking in nicely with the titles. Those mice, look how adorable they are, and look, they're just all tied together with the different school themes, and I just love this whole layout. So hopefully, as I said, I've had enough for a thumbs up. You've got lots of opportunities to do lots of different things with this one. Have a go. Remember, on Friday I scraplift the favourites, and this one, as I said, came from Facebook this time. I'll put the details down below there so you can go and check out the Scrapbook Addicts group, and you too might find layouts that you find to be inspiring. Happy scrapping, everybody. I'll see you next Friday with our next lift.